The following podcast has been brought to you by Audible.com. Sign up now using the URL audibletrial.com/TTV to get a free audiobook of your choosing. We recommend Brick by Brick, How LEGO Rewrote the Rules of Innovation and Conquered the Global Toy Industry. You may recognize this as one of the sources we use in our show, Bionicle Autopsy. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/TTV. Enjoy the show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to TTV Talks. I'm Barteran.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Viper.
I'm Takuma Nuva.
I nearly did the thing that you did last week because I expected someone to go between you and me.
Yeah, see, it's confusing.
It is a little confusing.
I'm so used to our schedule with TTV that it's just so odd when we're like thrown into TTV Talks and especially when someone goes before me. I'm not used to that. I'm having a power struggle.
When was the last time we had a episode without Meso? Like, what's the last episode we had without Meso?
TTV episode? It's been a while.
Oh, I don't know.
Forever, right?
It's like the bread to a sandwich in an episode.
He's the bread to a sandwich.
Who's
the bottom piece, man? If Meso's like the top piece, he's the bottom piece.
He's both pieces.
I'm like the gherkins that nobody wants in a sandwich. Just
wow.
like, what are these?
Wow.
Just take it out.
Well, what kind of bread would Meso be,
Wow.
though? Meso almost strikes me as rye.
I think Meso is just plain white bread.
Wow.
He's the whitest of all white bread.
I know.
That's not
Meso is straight up white bread.
No.
Enriched
He's
with vitamins?
gluten-free bread.
No,
If
gluten-free
that's
bread.
even possible. He's like,
Gluten-free bread. I don't know
Yes,
anything about
gluten-free
gluten.
bread is possible. We have all kinds of gluten-free stuff going on in this house.
I think white bread has gluten in it. That's why.
No, I
it's
feel like
healthy.
Meso would be like he'd be like the whitest of all white, but since Meso is so stale, he had to be like wheat or something.
maybe he's like pita bread.
Wheat bread's good.
I mean, wheat bread's good after you've had it for
if
a while.
it's like the
Oh.
I'm trying to think
You
of
like
it now.
wheat bread?
Like-
okay. If it's store-bought,
Is it
hate
ground?
wheat
I think
bread.
ground wheat might be the one I'm looking for.
Wheat's okay after you've started having it for a while. Like if you're going to wheat bread after just having like some kind of other bread, though, you notice how bad wheat bread is. But if you've been eating wheat bread for a while and then you go back to other bread, suddenly everything's just way too sweet for you.
I disagree, because I had wheat bread for years because my mom thought it was more healthy for me, and I hated every slice of it. And I went back to every bread, and I was like, this is the way bread's
Let's
made.
be honest, Kahi, you don't really eat food.
Oh no, let's not get onto that kind of food
I totally,
habits.
well, I don't, when I'm alone, like right now, for 6 months, I've been single, so you're right, I have not been eating food. But beforehand, my mom cooked everything, I totally ate food. But it was all Asian food, so fair enough.
Hooray
baked
for
bread.
being single. That's the life.
Yay!
know, right?
Oh, Valentine's Day soon. Oh yeah.
It is soon.
I
You
would
got,
just
wait.
you got anyone special for like on the pipeline there, Viper?
No.
Yeah. Come on,
No.
Viper. What's
Come on,
your
Viper.
relationship status like?
I have you friended on Facebook. I'll go check right now.
It's not. There's no one. Nobody.
What about you, Takuma?
No way, man. I am too busy with school to even think about such things. However, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy spending the day I get sick of all the whiners. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, it's Valentine's Day. Oh, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm just stuck at home. Hey, Singles Awareness Day, everybody.
Oh, I freaking hate those Facebook posts. Single awareness.
You know what my
Awareness.
response is?
Single
Welcome
awareness
to
day.
Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes. Go jump in one.
Yeah, I used to be
Perfect.
like that, and I'm just I don't really care. I'd rather be in a proper relationship than just some,
Precisely.
one that lasts a week and then just is like, I hate you.
Preach it. Preach it, Viper.
I love how fancy that
It's like-
sounded. The British accent always gets me.
It's like, first day, I want to marry you. And then the next day, they're like, I hate you. I never want to see you again. I gotta jump off a cliff.
It's like everyone's been listening to Taylor Swift.
That's because
That's why she's so popular, right?
I mean, that is why she's so popular, because she, like, kind of...
It's identifiable.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna admit, I loved Blank Space.
Dude,
For being
I like Blank Space, too!
It's
Is
so,
that
it's
a
so like
Taylor Swift
upfront
song?
about it.
Yeah, it
it's a
is.
Taylor Swift song, but she's like, all right,
It's that one where she's like... I find that song funny, because it's kind of just like a, I don't even know what the word is. Just kind of a caricature of what
yeah,
people,
lampshading.
think she is. Yeah.
Right.
And she had a lot of fun with that song. I love the music video for that song. I love seeing Taylor Swift go crazy. It seemed fun.
Is that seems like it'd be fun to watch. She
It
does
was fun. It was a fun music video.
She lampshades what people
Come on,
think of her.
Viper.
I'm not really a fan of Taylor Swift.
No, I mean, I'm not either.
The
I just
only
I
song by
enjoyed
her
that
I
song.
ever liked was her very first single. That was Tim McGraw, and I can't even listen to that.
No, I don't like her music. I have nothing against her personally.
Okay.
And her
I'm
delusions
with
that she was
you.
country. I'm glad she finally gave up on that.
Except that
I'm
one
with
time
you.
where someone said she thinks she can do a really good British accent. I'm like, you still sound American. Stop it.
I am with you, but my phone's ringing. But I have to say, there's so many songs on her latest albums that is my guilty pleasure of 2014, and I can't defend any of them. If anyone's like, "Do you think this is a good song?" I'd be like, "I do not think this is a good song," but I can't stop listening to it. They were absolutely my guilty pleasures of 2014. It was Blank Space, it was Shake It Off, Style, How You Get the Girl, and what's that?
And before Kahi loses any fans he had now. He's the least favorite.
I'm not saying that they're good songs. Most of them are terrible songs. But I can't stop listening to
I
it.
didn't mind Shake It Off. Shake It Off got really, really overplayed.
Yes.
I did. Okay, I turned off my radio for Shake It Off, and I only listened to it whenever it got shuffled up in Spotify.
So far, I still don't mind Blank Space. I think the song's listenable too, and I like the music video a lot. However, I'm starting to notice that it's being played a lot more now, and also being referenced a lot more now. So it won't be long, I'm sure.
Right.
And then there's just those songs you just hate from the beginning. I hated Rude as soon as I listened to it.
Oh my
I
god!
still
I
haven't
hate
even
it.
heard that song.
I
hate
dislike that song.
I hate the
And I
reason
intend to
behind
not.
that song, and I just hate it as a song.
It's such an obnoxious sounding song. It's like
The guy
wanna
sounds
be
so
reggae?
rude. Well, that's
Right.
He's calling the dad rude, but he's even more rude. You don't go knocking on someone's door and going, "I'm gonna marry your daughter." You don't do that.
Yeah, marry her. Okay, the thing about it too is that
I'm gonna
if you listen
marry
to the
her
chorus,
anyway.
he keeps. It's not just one conversation. He keeps going back to the dad, and the dad keeps saying, first time he's like, no means no. A second one is, tough luck, it's no. And then the second is like, even again, it's no. And it's like a different line. He keeps going back to the dad, even though he goes on this whole spiel. I'm gonna marry her anyway. Keeps going back to the dad. Can I marry her?
Yeah, so just want to make sure, is that whole not being able to marry your daughter thing still a thing?
Right.
Because, really want to marry and I really want your approval and,
No, what? Screw you. I'm gonna marry her anyway. So about that
Comes
marry
back
your
the next
daughter
day.
thing.
it's actually kind of funny because, there's a lot of, or not really a lot of, but there's some comments on, the latest, music parody that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Complaining that it was an awful pop song or whatever, which,
Right.
let's get this out of the way. Yes, it is a
Yes.
very awful pop song.
It's so
I hate-
cringeworthy.
I think there's this misconception that if I'm parodying a song, it means I like it.
No.
But I don't think I've liked any of the songs we've done music parodies of yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, most people do parodies of songs if they hate them. That's why they're taking the mickey out of them.
Well, okay.
Taking the mickey out of them.
No, okay, hold up. Explain
Taking
it.
the mickey.
Explain this phrase, Viper.
It's
Taking the
British
Mickey.
slang.
What does that
okay,
mean?
what does that
What does it
mean?
mean?
What does it mean?
means just mocking.
Okay.
Taking
I
the
could say
Mickey
something
out
else,
of
but it's too inappropriate.
Right.
Okay.
So that's the censored version of the other one that people say. Okay.
Yeah.
Taking the mickey. That's even that's even weirder than the other one.
Yeah. I really your reaction to the other one. That was hilarious.
Oh gosh. But anyway,
Taking the Mickey. Okay. All right.
What kind of
This
What kind of bread would Mickey
British
be?
person's taking me.
what were you saying? What were you saying, Takuma?
Bugs.
what kind of bread would Mickey be?
Burnt
what?
Mickey
toast.
would be
Burnt toast. That's not kind of bread. That's a kind
Well,
of toast.
He would be what? He would also be white, the whitest of the white bread, because Walt Disney did not like Jews. Apparently,
Oh.
he was anti-Semitic.
Yeah, that is true. Anyway, back on the discussion
Right.
of music.
Back to music.
What was I saying? But yeah, no, people like assume that I like the songs or whatever, which is very interesting because no, that is not the case at all. In fact, I dislike them. I think the closest one that I was able to say that I enjoyed was Counting Stars.
Right, I was gonna say that. I didn't think Counting Stars was a bad song. I thought it got really overplayed.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did get
I
overplayed.
don't listen to the radio.
Yeah, exactly. Radio tends to ruin songs.
I stopped listening to the radio. I listen to the radio, like, I'll use iTunes Radio to see if there's new music that I like.
I hate it.
And then I'll add it on Spotify. And then, there we go.
I hate it when a celebrity dies in the music industry and they just play their songs for months.
No,
like Michael Jackson, they were playing
Yes.
Beat It like every single day.
They're playing Beat. I'm gonna beat my head on the blooming dash drive.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I mean, like, I appreciate that this guy did great work, and now he died. I appreciate that, but...
Yeah, of course it's sad. People move
I
on.
once... Speaking of, like, stuff being overplayed, I once opened up Spotify one day, because I was at work, and I was like, I'll listen to some music. And I looked at my dashboard, and my dashboard is filled, like, completely filled. Let's say, like, what people are listening to.
Yeah.
From top to bottom, I scrolled all the way down. It's my one friend. His name's Matt. One friend. And he's listening to What the Heart Wants by Selena Gomez. And that's all it is. That's all it is. And like, we had a good laugh about it ever because he just like, I guess he had just pressed the thing, he was hearing it and he just went to sleep. And it just played all night long for him.
It played the same song all night?
Song.
Gosh.
And he woke up like, oh, well, that was weird. And it was just, his entire page was just filled.
Was he just having like dreams of Selena Gomez all night?
I know. I asked him. I was like, "What were your dreams like? Maybe like Selena Gomez chasing you with like a chainsaw or something."
She's like chasing through like one of that like sunflower field.
Okay, can I just say this?
All right.
Never liked Selena Gomez, but out of all the terrible Disney Channel shows there are, Wizards of Waverly Place actually wasn't too bad.
I didn't mind that show.
But that had nothing to do with Selena Gomez.
That's Nick, yeah.
It had to do
I
with,
think-
what's his face? What's the name of the older kid?
The brother
the older
kid?
son?
Yeah, with
The
the
older brother?
Justin. What's his name?
Justin?
I forget.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I have no clue. It's
My
been so long since I've seen the
sisters
song.
consistently compare
Or
me
song,
to him.
Really? No, okay.
Like I am basically this character incarnate.
Well, that's
Oh.
good.
To
You're
them.
gonna find a
To
very,
them.
very pretty girl to hook up with, and she's gonna be a vampire.
She's gonna be a vampire, and then she's
Yeah.
gonna get scratched, and then I'll be all alone, and then Valentine.
Okay, wait. Have you guys seen? I know my siblings. I have little siblings. Surprise! I have 2 younger sisters and 1 younger brother. And my youngest sister used to like love watching all these shows. One music artist actually came from Disney that I actually really enjoy, but she's not really big. So is Bridget Mendler from Good Luck Charlie. I don't know if like I don't know if any of you have heard her heard her album or something. But her album's actually really good. I enjoy a lot of the stuff from her album. They have like it's an interesting style of music to it. It's not like overly pop. It's a little like I don't know how to describe it really. But
That's the really pretty chick with like the giant forehead, right?
I think so. She's blonde.
Okay.
You mean a
what you're thinking of?
5 head?
We're not talking about Rihanna.
I think she's my favorite Disney. But okay.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know she did music. Interesting.
Hey,
I guess she sang the Good Luck Charlie theme song though.
Her boyfriend in that show, Shane Harper, was also in God's Not Dead recently, which was
Well, that's another conversation for another day.
Another conversation entirely.
when we were still on the Disney topic, I was gonna say how interesting that some of the celebrity stars have kind of gone nuts.
Yeah, well, I would actually say that's not so common anymore. I think like
Well, I can't really think of many celebrities that have gone like super, super nuts. Honestly, I think Lindsay Lohan's really the only one.
I would say Miley Cyrus has gone kind of nuts.
I
Miley
wouldn't say
Cyrus
Miley.
is-
Oh, Amanda Bynes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Amanda
I was
Bynes
thinking-
went
I was
absolutely
thinking-
insane.
Amanda Bynes is kind of
She's in
I
a mental
wouldn't
asylum,
even know.
isn't she, or something.
I don't follow celebrities.
Well,
I'm like, so you've been in a movie. big whoop. Stay out of my life, I'll stay out of yours.
Let's be honest here, Amanda Bynes isn't really that,
Famous.
I'm aware of who she is, but I don't know what y'all's talking
There's a lot
about.
more
From the
well-adjusted
Amanda
ones, right?
Show,
Like, okay,
which I didn't watch.
Dakota Fanning turned out pretty normal, right? Elle Fanning seems to be turning out.
No idea who he is.
Now, I will say, Kai, you said Miley Cyrus. I would not say Miley Cyrus has gone crazy. In fact, I'd say she's done the exact opposite of going crazy and has actually done it to promote her career.
Justin Bieber has gone crazy. You're right. Justin Bieber has. Miley Cyrus.
Justin Bieber has.
Miley Cyrus did what she had to make sure she stayed relevant.
Miley Cyrus was a genius because she's basically solidified her career right now.
Justin
She's going to be
Bieber is like
fair enough.
Justin Bieber is like the wasps at the end of summer. They just go nuts and start hurting people for no
look at
reason.
the Jonas Brothers. Like Nick Jonas only recently made a small little revival of Jealous, but
Man, I used to like the Jonas Brothers.
That's
You know,
very true.
okay.
I never liked.
I like
I've got
one
like
song.
3 of their albums.
I got like Year 3000, man. Come on, you can't like.
That's the only
Right?
song I liked by them.
Okay. Yes.
It's like I say classic. It's not classic, but if you grew up in like the Bionicle era, you know, and you're in the 2000s.
It's so
the thing is, it came
it's
out
so weird being a grown man talking about the Jonas Brothers.
Well, dude,
It came out with
stuff in the 90s.
the movie on
The age of 90s kids is over. Right now, it's the 2000s kids. Like, with 2015, that's where it hit. 2015 is the last year kids can be born in the 2010s generation. If you're born in 2016, you can't call yourself part of the, you know. Same if you're born in 96, you're not really part of the 90s. You're more of the 2000s. Same deal.
Yeah, I don't like these people.
I
who are
consider
like,
myself an 80s kid, and
I'm
I
a
was only there for
90s
2 days.
Kid, and I'm like, you were born in 1999.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts. I would say 97 is probably like the last.
You said 97?
I would consider you
I mean,
a 90s
I guess
kid.
so. It depends on how immersed in pop culture you were.
Because I mean, let's be. It's not like 90s stuff just stops once the 90s are over.
No,
That's fair.
Like 90s culture is still very prevalent in the early 2000s. So
I mean, okay, I guess like, but that's the generation that we market towards. Like that whole Bionicle generation is basically the tail end of the 90s kids and like the entire 2000s kid, the millennials.
I imagine it kind of depends also, like, where you fall on the sibling hierarchy, so to speak. Like, imagine
that is
if you
true,
were
right.
born earlier, your parents are going to be listening to more of the stuff that's closer to their era. Whereas if you were born later down the line,
Well, I mean,
you know,
it also depends.
you
like,
have
that's
your
an
you have all your older siblings
Right.
that have kind of brought the curve along
Right,
to the
right.
newer stuff.
Yeah, I grew up with 2 older brothers, so I picked up their pop
we had
culture
a
stuff.
when I was a young kid, we had a student stay over at my place. That was kind of like, I mean, she her dad went to college with my dad and stuff, and she was like, you know, I was like maybe 6, and she went to college, so she stayed with this kind of deal. But she took on like that kind of older sister role. So a lot of the 90s experience stuff I have is from her, like, you know, the Backstreet Boys and like, you know, like all that kind of 90s
Dude,
NSYNC, that whole like bubble of boy
when I
bands.
was a little kid, I used to love Backstreet Boys.
Okay, yeah.
I can remember all the songs.
My guilty pleasure is Backstreet Boys. Not all their songs, just some of them.
I remember
Or is it 98
Busted
Degrees?
and I remember
My sister listened to like all the boy bands. so-
It's like freaking Spice Girls.
no.
Oh yeah. I remember
Dude, does
listening-
anyone remember? I'm sorry.
I
Continue.
remember listening to like Evanescence for the first time, and I like fell in love with them. Then I didn't know the name of them, so I was like, "Oh, I remember that Bring Me to Life song. I absolutely loved that song, and now I love
Man,
Evanescence."
that's the only Evanescence song I can tell you I know.
I don't remember that. Like,
I have
anything past that
42
time.
Evanescence songs.
I all their songs sound the same to me though.
Yeah, but that's how I like them, though. I like that.
I suppose it's a reason I like them.
Back, okay,
I don't know.
kind of back on that topic.
Dude,
of,
all
like,
this.
I actually wanted to bring it back a little bit
Okay.
too.
I was gonna say all this
'Cause I
nostalgia.
have a-
Does anyone remember tape rewinders?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Those were the
Dude,
best
okay.
thing ever. You take the minifigures, you put it on, you hit the button that makes the tape pop out, and pew! You got a catapult for your Lego.
The tape. Well, I don't know if you had these.
Oh,
they
no,
were
I
like
was
little
thinking
machines
something
that
else.
like you would put like a videotape in, and it would rewind the tape really, really quickly.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean I remember that. Yeah.
I used to get scared of the little like fuzzy screen at the end of a film. You know, like the little videotapes. I used to get
And the
scared of
parents
it.
yelling at you, who didn't rewind the tape before they put it back?
Yeah, or especially when we returned it to the library. Yeah, there's one. I was talking to my friends about this. There used to be one orange tape, like that was used for stuff. You guys remember that? It was like a orange set of videotapes, and they were used for like a certain series. I can't remember what it was.
I know, because my little brother used to be really into Bob the Builder when he was younger. So there's yellow tapes. Monsters Incorporated was blue.
Dude, they redesigned Bob.
Oh, Bob the... Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
what
say,
the heck?
Bob revamp.
Bob the Builder.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my!
I wouldn't
man.
know.
Bob the Builder.
Oh, they redesigned
I love how much
VeggieTales.
we're-
They redesigned VeggieTales.
No.
Yeah, that I saw.
Thomas the Tank Engine is now CGI.
Yeah, I saw
What?
Okay.
What?
I love how much we're flopping around
I
topics.
was because like there's
I
so many
was never
I wish we
even
could be
into
long on this.
Thomas
This
Tank Engine.
nostalgia
That
trip.
sounds weird.
I'll let this go an extra 10
Okay,
minutes.
thank you, Vi. Thank you, benevolent leader. Okay.
I did want to ask you guys something though. Because speaking of like celebrity stars that have been going kind of crazy, there was Shia LaBeouf who had his like little outburst a while ago where he was like, "I'm not famous anymore," and he had his like bag over his head.
That would be me
I think-
as a celebrity, guys.
I think he's starting to make a bit of a recovery now. He's been in other things. I wanted to ask you, have you seen that Seehaw video?
Yeah, with Sia, right?
or the
Yeah,
Saya?
Saya. Sorry.
I love that
No
music
idea what
video.
you're talking about.
I thought it was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen.
That's why
I
love
watched it
It's
and I was like,
weird.
what the heck?
Okay, so you had a negative opinion about it. Viper, you liked it.
Yeah, it's weird, and that's why I like it.
Takuma, did you see it?
What are we talking about?
It's a very controversial music video with Shia
It's-
LaBeouf and this kid dancing around in a cage.
Was there something about zombies?
No.
No.
It's just weird. Like,
It
I have
was
no
why
idea
would
what
you
you're
think? You have a
talking
negative
It's
or
got-
positive?
It's got symbolism behind it. Well,
Yeah, I had a very positive opinion of it. I thought it was really, really cool.
yeah,
Okay.
so did I.
For one thing, I think that little girl, like dancer, she is talented as all beans. I also really like seeing Shia LaBeouf in something that was like relatively serious and
Yeah.
not like.
I'd have to go
Transformers.
and like.
I like
again.
seeing him in something artsy. That was
I
cool.
guess like I couldn't get past the fact that it was Sheila LaBeouf. How'd you say it? Sheila LaBeouf?
Shia. We have
Shia.
pronounced his name
Shia.
like 10
Shia
different
LaBeouf.
times. Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Oh, I remember it's that music. It's that music video now. You know, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Okay,
you
that's
can
what I
just-
was thinking of. I never saw that, but I heard about it.
You can just call him Guy from Holes.
Guy from Holes. That was a good movie.
I remember him when he
Um,
had curly hair when he was really young.
A lot of people thought that music video was super, super inappropriate or whatever.
Oh,
Because
that's incredibly annoying.
I guess because little girl and big buff Shia LaBeouf were like in really scantily
Shia
clad
LaBeouf.
I guess so.
outfits or whatever. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was really pretty. I thought it was
Yeah, so did
I thought it was a father-daughter kind of thing.
Okay.
I
That's-
saw different
that was my-
Do you think the
ways
same
to see
reaction would be like if it was flipped, like it was like a little boy and like a very attractive?
If it was a
woman?
little boy and a very attractive woman, no one would have cared.
Yeah.
I guarantee
Yeah.
you, no one would have cared.
They would have been like, "Oh, it's a
I
Mondo
completely agree
relationship,"
with you. Yeah, that's a double
And it
standard
does-
and
we
it's
have.
wrong.
It is a double standard. It doesn't help the fact that Shia LaBeouf, I don't know what happened. He used to be like a skinny little nerd kid. All of a sudden, he's in this music video. He's like ripped, and he's also got like
does have the beard.
lumberjack beard going
Yeah,
on.
okay, the
Oh
beard.
yeah, that was.
I have to watch it again to figure out why I had such a negative. I remember I watched it and I was like, this is just weird. I don't.
It's quite.
I also
artsy,
did not like
so-
that song all too much. I didn't hate it, but
Oh, I like the song.
Oh no, I didn't like the song. The song was stupid. I like Chandelier, but I didn't
Right.
like that one.
I prefer Cellophane, but
all right. Okay, real quick, 'cause I know we have. I don't know how much time we have. Mark. I want to draw back real quick to we were talking about the Disney shows and stuff. What
Right.
if you guys had to say what your favorite show was from that kind of like teen like Disney Nickelodeon dramedy with like real live action
Teen
right.
Drake and
Disney
Josh.
shows that we liked.
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Drake and
Drake
No
and
Josh.
Josh
idea
is
what
good.
that is.
It's
Nickelodeon
Drake and
show.
Josh.
Okay.
We had only basic TV, like,
No, we
ever.
We totally did too. Wait, okay, Takuma, what would you say? Like, if you had to pick one,
From, what was the category? Because right now I'm just...
like drama.
Are we talking like Disney Channel type
Disney
shows?
Channel type shows.
Just teenage like sitcoms.
I can only think of 3. That's Zack and Cody, Wizards, and Hannah Montana.
Zack and Cody.
And it would have to be Wizards.
Okay. Wizards was okay. I liked Zack and Cody. Drake and Josh was really good. For me, let's see. Oh, this is a hard one.
Why can't we just go back to the days of Darkwing Duck and DuckTales?
I love that show.
Tailspin. And Bonkers. Does anyone else remember Bonkers?
Cartoon Network canceled the only 2 great shows they had.
I had fond memories of That's So Raven too, but now that I think about it, I'm not sure if I like that show or not.
She had like
Am I that old that I'm the only person here who knows what Bonkers is?
Yeah, you are.
Dude, I know what Bonkers.
Okay. Bonkers is, I don't
totally
know.
nuts.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
I know the song
Just
by
check.
Dizzy Rascal, Bonkers.
Dude, no, Bonkers was a weird show. That was like it was kind of like what's that Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I think sort of like that.
Oh.
Where
I've never actually seen that movie.
yeah, I
It's
haven't
a
actually
good-
either,
it's
but
good.
it kind of takes this whole like there's a cartoon world and then there's a real world where there's real people and kind of merges those together where they like bridge the lines. And you've got Bonkers, who's like a cartoon cop who works with like this real cop solving cartoon crimes. The confusing part about Bonkers, though, is that the real world was also a cartoon, so it didn't really make a lot of sense.
Cartoonception.
Well, I mean, okay, that cost a lot to do. Like, Roger Rabbit cost a huge bunch, and they also got, like, a lot of licensing for it, so. But, you know, I get what you're saying, that, like, it's supposed to be a cartoon going to the real world, but the real world is also a cartoon. Okay.
Yeah, so it was a little confusing, but I like that show.
I remember Sylvester Detective and Baby Looney Tunes.
Oh, the Baby Looney Tunes, I remember that.
Oh, I love Baby
Yeah,
Looney
I actually
Tunes.
really like that show, too.
Baby Looney Tunes was such a lax show. I love
There's
it.
one
It was
detective
like
show, too, that was like, Duck Dodgers, no, it was a space show, Duck Dodgers and the 24th and a half century.
oh yeah, with Daffy,
and
or whatever
stuff.
being ducked on.
But then they did like that
I never
weird
saw that.
one with like tunes, or like it was like them in the future, and it was like Ace Bunny, and like it was like future versions of the Looney Tunes, and that was kind of weird.
Oh
I
my
miss
gosh.
Jetix.
Okay, anyhow,
the channel.
back to what I was saying before. Var, you said you didn't really like That's a Raisin. Raisin. That's a raisin.
That's so raisin.
That's
The
so
amazing
That's so raisin.
That's so amazing raisin.
No, I mean, like, I have good memories of that show, but I'm not sure if I liked it or not. So, Zack and Cody I like from Disney. That's a Raven I watched. I can't remember if I liked it or not, but I think I watched it often, so I guess I liked it. Drake and Josh was really good. I enjoyed that show.
Oh, bro!
I one show that some people seem to really like, and I did not like. That was kind of around my time. Was iCarly. I did not like that show.
I think I got too old for iCarly.
Yeah,
one
it was
show.
the same
I did not like
one show
iCarly
I
at all.
really did like, and it was because of all the co-stars, not really because of the main star. Was Victorious. I was actually really, really like invested in that show, especially when you got
Dude,
I really
what the heck? Ariana Grande's has like changed entirely from my perception of her from that show to now.
I've said this like a billion times before, but probably not on the podcast, so I'll say it again. I have such like I'm kind of a little invested in Ariana Grande's career simply because when I saw her in Victorious, and I don't know how old I was when Victorious came out. When I saw her in Victorious, though, I was like, all right, I don't know who Victoria Justice is, and she can sing decently and whatever, but this chick she would go far if people just took like the right chance. If she just got in the right position, she would be a major star. And then she actually happened. So I felt like I called it kind of, that she would be really good. But she is way too talented for her songs, dude.
I prefer the other chick in Victorious, the not Victorious
Liz
herself.
Gillies.
Yeah,
I love her.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Gillies.
I love
Yeah.
her. She's my favorite character from that show.
Then why don't you marry her?
I tried, but she called a restraining order on me, so that's why I'm spending Valentine's Day alone.
I'm pretty sure everyone liked Ariana Grande though. She was
I have
like,
no idea who you're talking about.
I liked her. I liked her in the show, but she was a bit too dumb in the
this
show.
is yeah,
and it
she was
kind of
dumb in the show.
annoyed
I
me
mean, I'm talking about like the first.
she
episode,
was dumb in the show.
like the first or second episode when it aired. So before like even the whole thing after this ground for a while, first second episode, I was like, yeah, that girl is way more talented in terms of singing than anyone else would be. And then she just got more and more talented as time went on.
Yeah, she actually really boomed really fast. It's actually odd how fast her career expanded.
I hear that like there was a huge deal with she had a show after Victorious, which wasn't as good. I felt called what's it? Sam and Cat, and they were playing.
Yeah.
And they actually had a huge deal because
they tried to merge that with iCarly.
Right.
And everything.
Jeanette McCurdy actually, when they tried to renew the show, and Ariana Grande wanted a much higher premium for working in the show because she said, if not, I can just focus on music. And she wanted much more than her co-star, Jeanette McCurdy, who at that point in time, Jeanette McCurdy was technically a bigger star beforehand because iCarly is such a huge show. And
I
she
really
was
like Sam's character in
she,
iCarly.
She was a much bigger character, but then Ariana Grande's music career just like exploded, and she was like, she was on another level of celebrity. But yeah, man, I wish Liz Gillies would do something.
Yeah, didn't you say, Kahi, about like Victorious, like herself would like sit on her own, and all the co-stars would like sit together?
Yeah.
Friends.
No, like the
so
whole there's a
she
huge
kind of
deal.
had that she kind of comes across as like really narcissistic.
I mean,
Victorious does.
Victoria Justice. I mean, is that her real name? That sounds really contrived.
Yeah. Victoria Justice is her real name.
Wow.
She was in
Okay, sure.
That sound. Oh god.
She was in that one with Britney Spears.
Oh, you're right.
Sister.
Well, okay. This is just from what I heard. Because I was almost way too invested in the show, but like I would follow a lot of stuff. Apparently, all the co-stars of that show were like really close together. And, like, who's it? Liz Gillies and Ariana Grande had like from this Broadway background, and they still were all together and doing stuff. But Victoria Justice was always kind of like separate from everything. And apparently, they did something. There's a huge blowout because she didn't want to do the third season because of some other thing. But whatever. Everybody else, it is notable that to this day, everybody else will support the other co-star stuff. So you'll see season 20 of them going, check out what Liz Gillies did for this one thing, or even Victoria on this one show, or William Thomas is on doing this. But Victoria Justice is notably absent. And for the finale of the show, they had a thing where they invited all the cast members got together except for her.
Okay, Kai.
Viper got me started. I love this show. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm done.
You are.
How do you fit that much air inside you?
Okay. I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm not even talking about this.
I feel like he's got.
Oh.
I feel like the only way you can have that much air coming out is if you have more coming in from somewhere else simultaneously.
It's like I've mastered
The ears,
the
naturally.
art of like breathing in and exhaling at the same time while I'm talking.
You know why? Because Asians have mastered the breathing technique.
What does
Breathing
that
through
even
their
mean?
ears?
What does that even mean? All right.
I was making a stupid joke about like martial arts. And they were like,
Oh,
"You
okay,
must
all
master
right.
Oh, I see.
All
See. Anyway, well, at that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. So thanks for everyone who's been listening to TTV Talks. You can continue the discussion on the TTV Message Boards. That was an interesting topic. I don't even know what I'm going to make the thumbnail because we talked about so many things.
TTV talks about pop
Make
culture,
it a big.
right?
Yeah, that's
It's
what
a
I'm
rubber
going to do. TTV
band
talks
ball.
about pop culture. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Vardaran.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Viper.
And I'm Takuma Nuva.
And thanks again. And join us next week for another exciting episode of TTV Talks.
Let's take the Mickey next time in TTV Talk.
Thanks for watching.
I still get that name order. Still messes me up. I feel like I'm gonna end every episode complaining about this stupid name order.
If Kahi who was bred, he'd be a pastry puff because it's so full of air.
Okay. Goodbye.